You know, you see Bron and AD having a great third quarter. Bron really sets the tone, attacking the paint, getting to the rim.
You got a little bit of nagging injuries from a couple of your players. How are you going to monitor that in this fourth quarter?
Yeah, they don't want to come out. We'll just keep an eye on it. Guys are having some playoffs. Guys are having gutsy performances for sure.
Thank you, Coach.
Yeah.
Hey, Chris, the reset button means get the ball to LeBron and AD and everybody else get out the way.
Well, all of a sudden, the Suns get a little something cooking here. It started with Cameron Payne. Clock here.
They said reset it to 14.
Yeah, there you go.
See, when you argue, sometimes you do get your way.
Just got to
you got to argue the right way.
Without the mask, you know, these NBA coaches are not required to wear the mask during games now. So making his voice heard. By the way, without Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, a premium perimeter defender is out for the Lakers. Here goes LeBron to the hole, counted and one. Stacking up a big second half. LeBron James with 12 second tap that time. And now Matthews for three. Yes, rattles one home. Just like that, after the Suns went on a 9-0 run, the Lakers with a quick answer, and it's 83-68, 15-point Laker lead. Loco going with short runs with a lot of his players. He's not exactly comfortable with it. That was a tough shot by Chris Paul. Up ahead, Davis kicks it. Matthews finds Caruso, finds Kuzma in the corner, and Payne with a rebound.
Now the crowd was waiting for that one.
Cameron Payne, no. Kuzma with a board. Here's Matthews now. Well, he liked it from the time it left his hand. Wesley Matthews knocks down a big triple for LA. 18-point Lake.
So it's a lot of guys that played a long time that, you know, for some reason or another weren't as healthy. And that's just a testament to this man's, you know, off-season regimen on how he keeps his body in shape. More importantly, the mental part of what he does to keep his mind right.
10 of the last 11 NBA Finals, including two that mix the Olympics. He's played as much basketball as anybody over the last decade plus. LeBron James, it's a phenomenal feat. And he puts a 7-figure number on his recovery and on his health and fitness and nutrition.
Well, I mean, when you make,
he can afford it.
Well, you make $800 million. I mean, one single, meal ain't go. You know, that's nothing right there, BA.
Here's Payne, gives it to Ayton. And Ayton scores inside. Very effective in the first half in the paint was DeAndre Ayton. 16-point game. There is time for the Suns.
Yeah.
However, this game has just tilted to the Lakers this entire second half. And if Gasol's going to knock those down, you can put this one in the books.
Yeah, I was just going to say that. I was going to say, if the Lakers figure out a 3-ball situation, and right on cue was Marc Gasol. It's tough sledding for the Phoenix Suns to really do some damage and cut back into this game.
James is working on Crowder, trying to get the fans stirred up, spins off of him, fade away, no good. They were ready to roar. Kuzma, the offensive board, a couple of them, 4 of them actually, and that's going to be Laker ball. Last touch by Payne. I mean, LeBron just toying with the Suns right now. That gives you a pretty good indication, like Chris's sources, that he's feeling pretty good.
Hey, Chris got sources, B. That's why he's been around so long. That's why we got him on the sideline, not just because he knows the game, but his sources give us valuable insight. Everybody don't have the sources like Chris Hayes.
Anthony Davis enters the game. Davis with 32 points, 11 rebounds. LeBron James and Jay Crowder, those two had some memorable duels in the finals last year. Crowder for the Heat, and they are leaning on each other right now. This has become personal between these two. Cleared out. LeBron wants Crowder. Shot clock to 7. Spins off of him. LeBron hangs. The reverse is good. And look at the Laker bench. A 15-2 burst by LA. Booker is fouled on the other end.
on that, and people may say, well, this series is gone, it's over. It takes an injury. It takes some kind of foul trouble one game. It takes a bad shooting night. Something. We've seen it before in the playoffs that totally turned the balance of a series. So it's never over until that fourth game is pretty much won.
Oh, great point. And if you're Phoenix right now, here's the foul. And I think, LeBron taking a dive right there.
Come on, you know we're in L.A., right?
If you're the Phoenix Suns right now, I mean, it's all, and Crowder, that's a good answer for him. Knocked them both down. 19-point Laker lead as we approach the 6-minute mark. Get back to the Phoenix story before that last time out. As Ayton gets inside, cannot hit it. But from their perspective, they had home court advantage to start. The Lakers got one in Phoenix in game 2. Now their goal has to be to get one in LA at some point.
Well, you got to be realistic. You want to win too, but you know if you can get one, you've done your job. Phoenix right now in transition, they see if they can convert. But here's the thing about it. After this game, you retool and see
that long. Other part of the story, the Lakers had a couple of game 1 losses in the bubble. And famously, Charles Barkley calling for a sweep after the Blazers beat the Lakers in game 1 as Phoenix gets another 3-ball. Cameron Payne's hit 2. He's got 12 now. But the Lakers were able to answer quickly after those game 1 losses last year.
Yep. Again, and they didn't look good. Remember that first game in the bubble?
Yeah, we did that.
That's right. The Lakers did not look good at all, but yet, they figured it out in game 2 and ended up winning 4 in a row.
James, long-range 3 over Crowder. Can't get that one to go. Bridges the rebound. 15-point game. 4.5 to go. Payne has been able to give him some points here, and that pass too hot. Turnover Phoenix. And Davis falls down, and right there is Payne. He'll pull a 3. Payne's got another one. Cameron Payne by himself. A quarter. Lakers at 1 point led by 21. And the pass unable to be handled by Davis. Turnover Lakers. Crowder gives it back to Booker. Booker goes strong and scores it. Ayton cleared some space for him, and Booker brings the Suns within 9.
Well, you got to remember the guys in the other team and those jerseys, they're professionals too. So the minute you lapse concentration and start turning the ball over, they're going to make you pay. And Schroeder, I was just going to say, Schroeder's been the guy for the Lakers at times when they needed a basket to slow down momentum, has found a way to give it to them, and right on cue, a much-needed bucket by the Lakers.
Yeah, mark that one right at the 3-minute mark. Gives him an 11-point lead. Booker working on Schroeder. Wide open is Crowder. They need it, and they get it. Finally, Jay Crowder knocks down a 3-ball. His first made 3 of the game. He's got 9. 97-89. 8-point game here. Lakers with the ball in the lead. Schroeder gives it to LeBron, who gives it right back. Oh, he passes up an open 3. Shoots over Booker now, cashes it in.
Well, it may have been he really didn't have to push off.
10-point game. Under 2 minutes to go in regulation. Do the Suns have more fight in them? Ayton lets Davis fly by, counted and 1 for DeAndre.